we do apologize for that, but we had some server issues getting in. We're trying to find another match. We are going to be looking at the Infused Fnatic match, which is currently going on right now. Here we go. We don't know if it's the round 1 or 2, but right now it's actually really close. It is 103 to 113, so looking pretty good in that situation. Chad, why don't you take it away right now, man?
Yeah, it looks like Fnatic have actually got a C and a B hold, which is a pretty good situation to be in. Obviously, the C point is probably a little bit harder to defend sometimes than the A point in comparison, but it looks like now there's the triple cap, and this is going to be a dangerous situation for Infused. They've got to try and break this, but if you look at the spawns now, you can see them spawning so far out the point, and now you can see Fnatic spreading out as a force and starting to push into those points as too easy, is starting to move in towards the C, and it looks like any attempts here by Infused to move up towards the C point is going to get attacked very quickly by Fnatic. So Fnatic doing a very good job of basically doing what they do best, taking an A and a B hold and letting the bleed do its work. There's now a difference of about 30 tickets, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have a slight little push coming up through Showroom. Nice job there by Bambi, able to take out Too Easy. He's going to be trying to make his way over there onto that Bravo side of the flag. Going to be very hard, as it is two players from Fnatic who are going to be over here trying to defend that. Nice nade coming in from Unfixed. We'll be able to take out Bambi. Spots out a nice push coming in over here towards the Charlie flag, or for the Alpha flag. Sayo does end up going down. Pesty, the only one left back up. He's going to be trying to hide around by the statue. Honestly, right now, he just needs to be making his way over towards that Alpha flag. He does not make it. Bambi will be the last player up. Can he survive? Can he get this cap and try and pull his team out of this bleed? Does look like he's going to be able to stay alive. Massive spawns coming in here for Infused, as it will look like they are going to take control of that Alpha flag. At the same time, though, they are going to be losing Charlie.
Yeah, now I was just watching as a push there by Infused in towards the B point. Unfortunately got shut down as far as they were concerned by Fnatic, but then you saw Fnatic Mort move down to try and help secure the A point. As a result of that, that opened up the B point for spawns by Infused around that area, and you can see now that it looks like an A and a C hold is being established, and there's the domination cap with Too Easy around the B point doing a good job, now forcing the spawns outside by Infused, and Infused are in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one thing I do want to mention here, guys, is that if you're kind of wondering why sometimes the guns don't look like they're exactly on target, well, it is because I am an American, and the ping difference do make a difference in the spectator mode, so don't think these guys don't have great aim, because they absolutely do. It's just the, well, it's just the spectator mode. So anyways, Tom is going to be making his way back around over here towards Alpha. We also have Charlie that's going to be flashing as well. So a possible trip cap going to be coming in here for Infused. But oh my god, it's going to be Tom versus 2. Can he do it? He's going to be able to take out Drunks, who is a new pickup for Fnatic. Can he pull out that Magnum and make it happen? If he can, it's going to be a beautiful moment. Looks like his teammates were able to come back and help him out. Nice job there. We also have Unfixed, though, who's going to be primed and ready, trying to make his way in here. Pesty ends up going down. 3 cap here for Infused for just a few moments. 33 to 85. Chad, they're trying to come back here.
Yeah, they did a good job there. They're pushing into that point. They managed to get Fnatic to focus their attention onto a single point. As a result, they left the B point open, and that's been captured by Infused, helping them with the bleed. But now you can see Fnatic immediately rotating out of the A point. They're pushing up through the center towards the C point. They've got Too Easy and teammate Drunks pushing into the B point. This is an opportunity for them. Drunks moving out on the right-hand flank, and you can see obviously Mort working together, and now they're starting to push back against the C. So Fnatic playing as aggressively as we know they always have done.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks like they will be able to get that trip cap going into their favor. 19 tickets left for Infused. It's do or die time right now if they're going to make anything happen. Once again, guys, we're not really sure if this is the first or the second round. If it is indeed the first round, Infused really needs to burn down at least another, I would say, 30 to 35 tickets or so to try and make this a competitive second round, if you will. Because, you know, Fnatic is one of those teams that you really do not want to give them 75 tickets going into round number 2. But it looks like Alpha Flag will be going back into their favor with 4 tickets left on the board here, and that is going to be it, guys. As 2 to 75, Fnatic will be able to take this round. Nice job.
Yeah, that was what really killed it for Infused was a push down through the roadway down towards the B point, the crashed truck, and they pretty much 3-man shut down by Fnatic zeroed in on them with 4 members and took them out completely. As a result of that, they unfortunately weren't able to get into the B point. So a dominant display by Fnatic. Obviously, its scores are reasonably okay as far as Infused are concerned, but I mean, you just have to look at Unfixed going 23-9 and Valutaja going 19-5. Means that these guys are on fire right now, and Infused are going to struggle if they do not do a shock and awe against the likes of Fnatic. The trouble is, Fnatic, when you've seen them play, they've always tended to have trouble against teams that play very run and gun. That was the style that UMAV had. They were very run and gun. They were in your face. They would swarm around you like bees. Fnatic tend to take a little bit, they're almost like a steam engine. They take a little while to build up steam, but once they've started to build up that steam, once they started to establish it, they're quite happy to settle sometimes for a 2-ticket hold and let the bleed do the work. Other times they're in aggressive mode and they want every single ticket and they want every single point.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I think that a lot of that has to do with the particular team that they're playing against. You know, if you have a respect for a certain team, you're going to play them obviously different than another team that you feel a little bit more comfortable up against. And I'm not saying they don't have respect for Infused, because Infused is one of those teams where they have the talent. I mean, they have the ability. But you know, maybe they're just, if it was like an MYM or if it was a AAA or something like that, you know, you might be seeing Fnatic handle them just a little bit differently. Like you said, maybe they would be playing a little bit more defensively, more calculated. Instead of being just super aggressive. Also, you have to mention once again, guys, we're having at least one player, possibly, you know, Jack Frags. We don't know how often he actually plays with Infused, or I don't actually. So, you know, it's kind of like throwing 2 players into the mix that they're not used to. You know, Inkle's not there and Hadokens isn't there, and that's 2 strong players that you do not ever want to be missing from your roster.
Absolutely. And you can see them starting to roll out. Looks like a 3-2 split here. The members of Infused, they're going towards the B. You've got to feel sorry for the poor guy who's just about to run in. That's Pesty, who basically went in against 3 members of Fnatic and unsurprisingly came a cropper. So Tom is going to be trying to defend that A point, going up against Drunks and Unfits coming in from multiple directions. So it looks like an A and a B hold. It looks like Infused are actually going to go for right now. The C is pretty much being held by Mort, and all the pressure is going to be coming in on the A and the B point. And Fnatic, I'm not going to let this one go.
No, they're going to be pressuring this alpha flag very hard here. There's only going to be one. Oh my god, beautiful double pick up there for Unfixed. That was just awesome. They lined up for him. Can he make it a third one? I don't know. The nade is going to be able to cause a little bit of damage, push him back. They do get the alpha cap. Drunks is going to be able to get the spawn on him. And there you go, back rage. So B flag will be going into the possession of Infused. Fnatic going to be closing in around that as you see them basically making a 4-man push for this B flag to try and clear it out. Look at that. Nade spam's coming in. Bambi, the last one left up. No, not going to do it. Drunks with a double kill of his own. He's like, Unfixed, guys, step aside. It's time for me to shine, and he is going to do just that. A third player also going into his favor, and now we're going to be seeing a triple cap going in for Fnatic.
Yeah, now you can see obviously what's happened here is immediate reaction by Fnatic. They move into the C point to assist Mort, as Mort is starting to take some fire and pressure from Sayo and Wrecker Please. And as a result of that, both of those guys have been taken down. Down goes and that's a fantastic rotation as far as Fnatic are concerned. They are pretty much trying to shut everybody down, and as a result, it looks like we're going to be looking at another domination cap here. No, tell a lie. There we go. Infused have just managed to take that C point off them. So this could be a possible turnaround. As I'm behind Unfixed, it looks like the A point is being captured. But that's going to get a reaction from Unfixed and also from Drunks. They're going to move up towards the C point because they know the A point is being contested.
Yeah, actually, that was Sayo who saved that for his team. You know, he was able to get onto that C cap, get a couple of picks, provide a spawn point that's going to be a lot closer than what they would have had to do if they picked the random spawn point. So props to him for staying alive, being a really good player there. But we do have Fnatic who's going to be able to take control of Alpha once again. Bravo did go into the favor of Infused here, but you know, Chad, how it just seems like that Bravo flag is going to be their bane because they're just getting pinched from Fnatic over and over again.
Yeah, that's always going to be a problem, especially because of the C point means that you can actually move down the road from both directions. So they get into a pincer movement, and that's when it gets really nasty. Obviously, you can hide behind the concrete bollards, which only exist for a certain amount of time. And but the amount of fire and the amount of pressure that Fnatic are putting onto this B point means that you can only dodge those bullets for a certain amount of time. So what it means is that Fnatic are essentially trying to get a C and an A hold, and then basically corral everybody back from the enemy team in around the B point and basically just continually wipe them out. And that could be a valid strategy. We'll have to wait and see how it turns out.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have Drunks going to be making his way over here onto Bravo flag. Spots out two of them, going to be pushing up to Showroom. One does end up going down. A second one there, Pesty, was taken down, but Drunks ends up going down as well. Unfixed, though, going to be making his way onto that Bravo flag. Beautiful turnaround, able to take out Wrecker. It's going to be 170 to 147 in favor of Fnatic here for the 2-cap bleed. So Infused really on the back foot. They got to make something happen here. I will say this, though. Sayo has done a great job in terms of fragging power. He has been really helping out his team here, getting the picks that really matter, saving a lot of these flags. But, is it going to be enough? We're seeing just, as soon as they get those really good picks and they get on the flag, right then, Fnatic spawns back in. They're able to get, a 2-man, 3-man wipe, and then Infused is back to square one.
Yeah, now you can see, obviously, it looks like members of Infused starting to push up towards that A point that's being contested by Fnatic, but Fnatic doing a great job. Drunks moves down from the B point, takes down Thomas, who tries to push in on Valutaja, and a lot of action is going on around the C point. Now, Mort was holding that C point, and literally, as soon as he started seeing people moving in on that position, he made the call, and everybody that was available, aside from a single defender from Fnatic, started moving into the C point, and all of a sudden, the amount of guns being pointed at Infused at the C changed by a factor of 3 times, and that's really caused them a problem. But it looks like they've actually managed to hold off Fnatic for long enough, get important kills as Wrecker gets a nice kill onto Drunks, but now that means that Infused can start pushing down as a line towards the B point and maybe put a bit of pressure back onto Fnatic.
Yeah, and we do have Fnatic going to be responding in kind. Pesty is going to try and get that burn for his teammates here. Too easy, going to be making his way from mid. Spots out two. Buddy is going to be able to get the picks there. Oh, can he get the hip fire? He cannot. Now Valutaja trading out there. Actually not able to get that Bravo flag, but it's not going to matter because Tom here, the only one that's going to be trying to defend over here onto the C-cap, will not be able to do so. And I think one of the things here that Infused is having issues with is when they do get that B-cap, they can't transition well enough over to defend a certain flag. They're having problems with getting overcommitting to a certain area where Fnatic is not.
I think also part of the problem that they're having is Fnatic are guarding those transition areas very well.
Yes.
So it's not so much that they're not actually getting to the flag. They're being killed en route to the flag. That essentially shuts down any attempt for them to actually get into that point. Now you can see here that what we're expecting from standard Fnatic play is that they have now got the B and the C hold, and this is the opportunity for them to start closing the net. You can see them, they're going to have one person who's going to be guarding it. You're going to have Drunks and what looks like Easy in a roaming role in between the B and the A point. And now look at this, as members of Infused move up in a large amount, and there's a good chance that what you're going to see is you're going to see Fnatic give up the B point in order to get a good spawn at the C, and then use that as a push down towards the B.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing Infused taking control of mid. We'll be able to get 2 picks onto this Bravo flag. Mort, the last one left up, back up. Should be have some time. Actually, he's the last up for his teammates right now. Should be... Excuse me, guys. Should be able to get some spawns going on here in just a second. Hey, I got some caffeine in me. It happened to be soda, so I apologize. But Pesty is going to be back here trying to save Alpha. It is a 2-cap bleed into their favor. Oh, my God. So low on health. 32. Can he get the hip fire? He can't. And that's going to allow Alpha to be burned all by himself. And now we do have Unfixed trying to defend B. Will be able to do so quite nicely. Sayo ends up going down. Coming in from the backside, though. Can Mort clean up this flag? It looks like he did. And so B will be staying into their possession. 82 tickets left to go. That's not a whole lot of room for them. They got to bring them down to 0. That's 139 tickets against Fnatic. And this Fnatic squad is looking really good here, Chad, man. As we do have Unfixed 19-5. Drunks is 14-7. Using those wacky little setups right there. He's going to be using the laser sight suppressor and angled grip. Oh, my God. For the...
There's no real words to describe that, to be honest.
Wow, hey,
so,
it's better.
Well,
it's better than
one
fluffing,
thing I did
right?
want to say is I'm seeing Mort, who's been playing a pretty patient game around the B. Now, what happened is he literally stayed out of view and was able to actually move in behind the members of Infused as they moved into that B point. And that essentially enabled him to get some very important and very key kills. Now, you can see here that it looks like Infused are starting to put serious pressure now onto the members of Fnatic, and it looks like a total wipe there. And yeah, you can see now a part of the problem that Fnatic are having, they're down a man. and that's going to be a major problem. It looks like Mort has actually dropped from the server, and he was one of the key defenders around that B point, and that's going to be a major problem because now they've got a domination cap against them, and Fnatic will want to change that around, get Mortet back on the server as quickly as possible, and get him back in there defending the B point.
Well, no, actually, I think right now it's just because they've lost the match. I mean, 63 tickets,
There
been
you go,
below
yeah.
the 75. So Fnatic has officially won. They're going to be moving on. Infused is out of the Go4 Cup for number 13. So unfortunately, they will be not making their way up to the quarters or the semifinals. But no, good play coming in here for Infused. I really liked. Especially since they're not playing with two of the regulars. You know, if they had Inkle and they had Hadokens in there, I think we could have seen a lot closer match, if not at least one round being taken off of Fnatic, especially that round number 1, as we did see Infused really doing a good job pushing up. I mean, they were looking really, really good there. Had they had that, communication, that back and forth that they're used to having, it might have been a different match.
Well, the thing is, it's like, you know, a lot of the thing people are saying about playing teams and how much of a difference it can be with a normal player not actually being there. Because the thing is, when you play side by side with a regular player, you know how they play, you know how they're going to react, you know how they're going to think. And so not having that person there is a really serious problem as far as a lot of teams are concerned, is because they don't have that ability to predict what their team is going to do. And that can, like you're saying, affect the teamwork quite significantly.
Yeah, absolutely. So